and welcome to the Penciled In podcast. I am Nikki and this is Mike, and today we are going to be talking about Saxon Wrestling, most importantly, their upcoming show, which is happening Easter weekend, April, at Prestatin, and it is the Frith Beach Cup tournament. There's quite the lineup for that show. There's some names. You've got Tony Wright, Declan McCarthy, Isaac North. You've got Salford Jack Johnson, which brings me round nicely, because those are some very familiar faces from Infamous Pro Wrestling. And we've got Mr. Infamous himself with us today. Mr. DJ King, welcome.
Woo! What's happening, folks?
Listen to the studio audience.
Look at them all. So many of them, so many people.
Millions and millions.
Yeah,
how did they all get into my bedroom? This is weird.
Thank you so much for joining us on here. And we just wanted to get you on here and find out all we can about your involvement with Saxon Pro Wrestling, how it all came about, what we've got to look forward to. So can you let us know how you first kind of like got involved with Saxon?
Well, basically, way back when, talking like 15, 16 years ago now, when I was still trying to be a wrestler, I started working for a promotion down in North Wales. Worked there for about a year or so. Great promotion to work for. Steve Saxon was the owner of that promotion at the time. I then met my wife, had a kid, decided that I was going to step away from the business and stop being a wrestler and like concentrate on being, a dad.
Yeah.
Stepped away, told Steve what I was deciding to do, and Steve says to me, "Why don't you transition over? Just do commentary and work on the backstage stuff with me." He was like, "You still want to be involved?" Because I did. I love the business, and quitting being a wrestler was one thing, but leaving the business entirely, I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah.
So I stepped in, started doing commentary, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But also, basically, then kind of like became Steve's number two and just started learning how to be a booker, like learning about match psychology, learning about card psychology, just stuff that you don't really think about much when you are just wrestling.
Yeah.
It was a whole, basically it was a whole education of just learning how to be a promoter. And I was happy. I was happy working for Steve, doing what we were doing. And then COVID.
Yeah.
COVID happened and the world stopped, obviously.
Got the whole world down.
Yeah. And Steve had been and ahhing for a while. He was exhausted. He was burnt out.
Yeah.
And he was ready to take a break from the business. Like, he was done. But he wasn't, but not a break. He was done with the business.
Yeah.
COVID hit, and he saw that as a perfect opportunity to unload the company and be done with wrestling. So he did. He sold the company on. The company continues onwards, and Steve steps away from wrestling completely. And when I say steps away completely, I mean completely.
Truly.
Right.
It went from us talking every single day to maybe dropping each other a text message or a quick phone call once a month.
Oh, wow. So a complete step away.
Yeah, complete step away from the business. And as I say, outside of the business, he was one of my closest friends. But when you're not talking about the business and you're not in the business, it's not basically all income. It takes over your life.
It does.
It really does. It becomes like the thing that you talk to most people about most of the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, Steve not being a part of the business, he was gone. And then I was also kind of like left in limbo a little bit at this point, because I didn't want to like carry on and work for someone else. I just spent like 10 years working with Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, if he's not going to be there, I don't want to carry on trying to do what I'm doing. I felt stuck.
Yeah.
I understood how he felt, and I felt it too. I felt stuck. So I quit. I was like, right, I'm done. Thanks, guys, but I'm gonna go. And then that was it. I was out of the business then too, because I didn't work anywhere else. I only worked with Steve.
Yeah.
So I was gone. And then obviously I've told the story of the drunken New Year's where Harry basically bullied me into starting a wrestling promotion. That's and then obviously that turned into Infamous. Infamous has been we've been going obviously since 2023. We've had this big. It's been a good 3 years.
Yeah.
And Steve, like I say, he's always been supportive. The entire time I've been running Infamous, we've not spoken anywhere near as much, but if I ever needed him, he was there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he calls me a couple of months back, and he says, Prestatyn have been in touch. The Frith Beach have been in touch, and I've said they want wrestling. They want me to bring wrestling back.
Wow.
And I said to him, that's fantastic news, man. And he went, but the problem is, I've been out of the business for 6 years, and it might as well be 60 because I have no idea what is going on now.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then Steve said to me, would you be interested in coming in as my partner and doing this the way we used to? And honestly, it was genuine music to my ears.
No.
It was
Nice.
the venue. See, I know you guys are coming on the show because I know you wouldn't miss it. I know you wouldn't miss it. I know you got your press tickets. I know you know I've already slipped those press tickets under the door. You know yous are definitely coming.
I do it for the lanyard, man. I do it for the lanyard every time.
Exactly. It's for the love of the lanyard. It is for the love of the lanyard. But listen, mate, anyone who's been to this venue will tell you it's special. It is. It was like it was custom built with wrestling in mind, but whoever built it had no idea what they would like. That's what they were building it for. It is the perfect wrestling venue. It really is. And the second he said to me, "We can be back in the Frith Beach doing wrestling again," I was like, "Where do I sign? Let's go."
It's like a full circle, that isn't it?
Exactly as well. I cut my teeth. I got my education as a promoter in North Wales.
Yeah.
Predominantly in this venue. And to go back and to be able to say, like, not only are we going back, but we're bringing the old Saxon style. Yeah. But with this influx of a whole load of new faces. I mean, there will be, obviously we've got some of the guys on the show that the fans are going to recognise, but there's a lot of fresh faces, like the guys that you mentioned. Yeah. These are people that, again, have cut their teeth up in the Northwest and have made noise in the Northwest and beyond now as well. Yeah.
100%.
And let's see how these North Wales fans, because these North Wales fans are super passionate as well. That's another thing. Another thing.
I experienced that recently.
Really happy to go back to a place where, I mean, and again, the Runcorn fans have that in common. There's a passion. They love the shows. And the North Wales fans, exactly the same. Absolutely love it. They're there for it, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Looking forward to it so much.
Honestly, it just from like, even I obviously, like, we'd spoken before this and stuff like that, so we know what you were talking about. But I didn't realize just how unbelievably poetic this whole thing is, and how cool it is. It feels like a movie. And does it feel weird when you got the call from Steve? Did you kind of have this thing of like, because he said obviously he's been out of the game for a while now, you're the master kind of thing. Like, do you feel like you come into it on even playing field, so it's like a different dynamic this time, even though you want to run it like you used to last time? Or is there a dog downstairs going batshit?
He's calmed down.
He's calmed
Carry
down
on.
quick.
Sorry.
He's like, sorry guys, false alarm. My bad. My bad. False
Still
alarm.
do that.
As you were, talk about your wrestling whilst I'm on guard. But yeah, like, did you feel like a different confidence or anything going into kind of like building this show back up? Obviously, because the names that like have been brought in are names that you work closely with, Infamous. So it's like you kind of like not like, you know, planting your flag, but it's been like, yo, like I've been keeping the work going. So let's do something amazing with these amazing guys, and we can say firsthand that we've seen them all work, and they're unbelievable. You're going to see this ridiculous tournament and an insane tag match.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like, did it feel almost like a different energy going in or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it did. It felt different because, like you say, it's been 6 years. Steve has come back in again, like I say, pretty much blind to it. He's not watched wrestling in that 6 years.
Oh wow! He didn't even watch it.
Wow.
I was saying, I don't even mean like he didn't even he watched maybe the odd WrestleMania, and I know tradition because we have the same one. We never missed the Rumble.
That was the one I've watched every Rumble since I was a kid.
He makes a point for him and
his.
He's got two lads now, and his lads are like 18 and 21. But they make a point to still get together to watch the Rumble every year. And I know they did. I know that he was doing that.
Yeah.
But that was probably the only wrestling he was watching in that whole 6 years while he was out.
Oh wow! So he went really cold turkey then.
Oh god, that'd be horrible.
His real life job demanded that he became that you know he took it to a next level.
Yeah.
And he's bringing a lot of ideas to the table that have never even occurred to me before. From a business standpoint, whereas obviously, like you say, I'm bringing this last 6 years worth of experience in the wrestling business. I never stepped away. I never stopped watching, and you know that's why this works, because I'm getting to go to Steve like, look at all this. This is what you've missed in the time you've been away. And it's another thing we've discussed. We've said we're going to try and make it to a few more independent shows this year, because, as he says himself, he's off his fingers off the pulse.
Yeah.
He needs to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So he will be checking out more and more independent shows.
Yeah, and there's so many at the minute that are just on the up, and it's booming at the minute, the independent scene up and down the country, particularly as well in the Northwest. It's getting stronger and stronger, so it's always worth getting like a feel. And then also like a lot of these guys that are appearing on the show in Frith Park, you've got a lot of them are from up in the Northwest scene, and a bunch of them are starting to break through even down now, like down to Rev Pro and everything. So it's a really good way for him to kind of get a feel for where everybody is. And obviously as well in that time, social media has probably taken a bit more of it's a different approach, or it's a bit different. Like the IWC is still insane, but like social media works differently now as well. So I imagine that's been quite a bit for him to kind of get his head around.
But it's strange how quickly you can get back in to it, because like how quick was it from us being like, we watch WWE, NXT, and AEW. We went from that to we went to one sub show.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, within like 3 months, we watched like 3 particular indie shows regularly and went to every show that we could. We found out about Infamous. We found out about all these things. How quick was it that we steamrolled and found all these different names, and then the interconnection between them, and a lot of these guys that you've got are connected with all these other places that, like you say, it's so like it's such a.
It must be a lot to get his head around. Like after a 6-year, not even hiatus, just a 6-year nothing.
Well, exactly. But the thing with Steve is he's taken back to it like a duck to water. Nice. He's right back into it. He's it's like he's never missed it. He never missed a beat. And as soon as he's up to date with the talent pool in this country at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't see him stopping anytime soon. He'll be back to how he is, and it'll be business as usual. It'll be like he never left.
Talking of talent pool, you have got quite the exciting match on this card. Obviously, there's the tournament, but there's a match on here, that beautiful tag match. You've got Act 2 versus YOLO Squad, which would be Kid Lycos and Drew Parker, and they have not teamed together in God knows how long. We're talking well over 6, 7, pushing maybe 10 years. That is something I didn't even know that they were, because I'm admittedly I've only been learning about Brit Res for 5 years. I didn't even know they were a team. So this is exciting even for me, and I imagine for people who used to watch them back in the day. Tell me about how awesome that is, please. Tell me about all that. Tell me about how all that came about.
I mean, that came about because as soon as Steve announced that he was back, as soon as the name Saxon Wrestling went out, he was in contact with Drew and he was in contact with Kid Lycos.
Nice.
Both of them wanted to come back and work in that venue. Both of them wanted to come back and work with Steve. It was a no-brainer. Steve messages me. He actually messaged me saying, the YOLO Squad want to work for us. Not meaning they were going to team, just meaning that both of them had been in touch.
Oh, right.
That was all it was implying. And I went, tag team then, yeah. And I sent him a list of tag teams to wrestle the YOLO Squad. Act 2 were at the top of that list.
Yeah.
And we're probably in it a couple more times just so I can they were my number one pick for this match.
Little subtle, not so subtle hint that you want Act 2. Give me the boys.
Yeah.
If there is a team on the scene today who remind me of the YOLO Squad, it's Act 2.
Yeah.
Right on.
They literally they bring the exact same energy that Lycos and Drew brought when they were starting out. I mean, they were literally 16, 17-year-old lads.
Yeah.
Kids, babies in the business.
Yeah.
And they were this absolutely fantastic fluid tag team. Like, the kind of chemistry you see from, like, the Jacksons.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm trying to think of another brother tag team who, like,
it's like natural between the two of them. It's just a clear connection.
If they'd have wanted to try and pass as brothers, they could have got away with it.
Absolutely. I actually thought they were.
Not because of the similar look, just because they were so in simpatico.
Yeah.
I just one of the best teams I've ever seen. And then obviously they proved how good they were because they both went off and became solo megastars. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, no, they're both fantastic in their own right.
Both wrestlers are known worldwide.
Yeah,
not just in the UK. Both are known worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know that's not something that every wrestler in the UK going today can say.
No. We watch both of them, and to know like the level of commitment that they both have and the different paths that they've gone on, despite the different paths, like you can see that like. That psychology there. In Kid Lycos, you know, and you can see his like, you can see his wires going, and he's constantly giving face, he's constantly reacting to something kind of thing. Drew Parker, we watch him just turn up at any random thing. We watch because of Triller has all this like so many indie wrestling shows and stuff. Sometimes we put one random one on. He's just fucking there in a skirt. Why not? Because Drew Parker is a legend.
Oh, I love Drew Parker.
And we love how lucky he is in GCW and stuff like that. And he's gone on such a strange path, but the commitment is so there. It's so clear and it's so wonderful. And yeah.
Nick, if you can find any of the old, I think it's Attack. If it's not Attack, I apologize to whoever it was. But I'm like 96% sure it was Attack, where Drew did the EC Drew gimmick And it's Drew as a different ECW icon on each show. So, like, Drew as Raven, Drew as Sandman, Sab Drew. It was fun. Do you know what? It was literally...
Yeah,
it was mad because it was. This was at a time when Drew was just out there. At the time, he was a skinny lad who could do flips and stuff.
Yeah,
and he was fantastic. But there was a lot of guys out there who could do exactly what he was doing.
right.
And he went, "I need to do something that's going to break me out from the pack." And he started showing more character and stuff with this EC Drew stuff.
Yeah,
and it was amazing. It was fantastic, and again, it built another layer to the lad.
Yeah.
Always learning, always
evolving,
always absorbing, and always fucking moving with the punches.
Yeah.
The two of them are absolutely fantastic talents. I can't wait to see them as a team again. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And also, them coming back together, it's almost kind of a mirror image of what's going on behind the scenes of like you guys coming back together. These two are coming back together as a team. It's quite. It's good. The theatre student in me loves that.
Oh, there's a lot of reconciliation. There's a lot of like third act wonderful times here to the end of the series.
This is a full-on wrestling Hallmark movie. I'm a fan.
Is this Randy the Ram wrestling at Ring of Honor at the end of the wrestler? Is that what this is? Because I'm not wrestling. That would be a terrible idea.
That last shot, man. Oh, it gets me every time.
And then obviously we've got kind of like one of the main attraction, I guess, really of the show is the tournament.
Yeah.
And so in the tournament, what is it? Is it 6 or 8? Sorry, apologies. I did have it up, but I've lost it.
It is. It is an 8-man.
Yeah.
An 8-man tournament. 4 semi-final matches, and then the final will be a fatal 4-way elimination.
So
we will start out with 4, and then we will go down, work it down till there is 1 man left standing. That man will be the winner of the first ever Frith Beach Cup.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow. You know what? Good luck to which referee's got to deal with the chaos.
Yeah. Have we gone through the
I was just about to go through some of the names that we've got. So you've got in here, we've got Dylan Roberts, we've got Tony Wright, Jack Johnson, Joey Marcus, Sam Gradwell, Isaac North, Dougie Matthews, and Declan McCarthy. That's everyone, right?
That is everyone, yep.
Whoa.
That's a hell of a...
That's stacked. You've got so many different styles mixed in there as well.
It is a very, very choice selection of talent. Really.
But you've got some of the best in the Northwest there.
Well, that's it. It's a very nice mix of fresh new talent and some of the familiar faces that cut their teeth in Frith Beach. Like specifically Joey Marcus and Dougie Matthews.
Yeah.
2 lads, just like Drew and Lycos. 2 lads who basically started out in that venue, wrestled with no gimmicks, just in whatever gear they had. They went out and they wrestled under their names. They built. And I know especially Joey Marcus, he built the gimmick that he's still using to this day. He built it in the Frith Beach.
Wow!
In front of the fans that are going to be back in that building on that day. So for the likes of Dougie Matthews and Joey Marcus, it is a homecoming.
Yeah.
I think it'll be great for the fans to see how much these two have come along and how they've gone from these young lads who were starting out as rookies back then, who have gone on to become main event players in the promotions that they work at.
Yeah,
it's fantastic to see. Dylan Roberts was the man in that venue. He was untouchable. He was the Welsh John Cena, but with loads better moves.
Nice.
Dylan Roberts, he was like the star, and it wouldn't be right. We immediately knew, like, we were going to do this tournament. Dylan Roberts has to be in this tournament.
Yeah.
You don't do a show in the Frith Beach and not have Dylan Roberts. It's stupid. It makes no sense.
The must.
And then, obviously, as soon as... That's the thing as well. A lot of people reached out to us about being in this tournament.
Awesome.
Gradwell.
Yeah.
Just to name drop, Gradwell immediately was like, I want in. And, we're not going to say no to a Sam Gradwell.
No. You're not.
For multiple reasons, you know what I mean? You're not going to say no to Sam Gradwell. He's not the kind of person you say no to. You just don't.
He's a name, yeah.
And it's, again, it's going to be a very, very interesting tournament because, as I say, there's eight guys who couldn't be more different.
I'm not being funny, but tassels and blood. Please, Isaac North and Tony Wright, could you imagine those two together? What the hell?
Well, this is the thing as well. Isaac North is all up in Tony's shit all the time. Doesn't matter where he goes anymore. He's always there. So I'm like, again, you've got a few things coming along with him. Like, it's not like these guys, none of them have crossed paths. Some of them have got rivalries. Some of them have got beef. It's gonna,
There's a lot of history between everyone in this tournament.
Exactly, yeah.
Everyone knows each other in some way, shape, or form. Everyone in there has had some kind of connection, whether they've wrestled each other or not. All these guys know each other. They're all familiar with each other. No one's going into this tournament blind.
No, everybody's going in ready.
Everyone's got a chip on the shoulder. Everyone's ready. Everyone's
got something to
hungry and ready to go. Yeah, that's what I mean.
For some of these guys as well, this will be their first time in this venue, so I imagine there's something to prove. I've got to prove something. You've got these two guys who the fans there already love. You know? Especially if you've got your returning crowd and stuff like that. You've got to get them over. You've got to get the faithful over. Exactly. So there's a few things on the line there. So it's like a little powder keg waiting to go off. It's quite exciting. I'm trying to think who my money would be on. It's hard. It's really hard to pick. You know me, I always go with Tony. I go wherever he goes. I'm always on Team Tony, but I'm also Deck McCarthy's right there, so I'm stuck. And then you've got Salford. No,
your problem there is, Nick, as well as we've already announced one semi-final for the tournament, and that is Declan McCarthy versus Tony Wright.
Of course.
And you've literally got two guys right there. Either one of them you could pick as your winner.
Exactly. It's too tough. Don't do this.
This has no kind of comment on who I think is going to win, but R.I.P. Tony's chest.
Those chops though, Declan's chops are brutal.
But this is the beautiful thing. We've seen Tony grow and find this aggression and stuff like that. He's going to need to bring something like that to Deck McCarthy.
Oh, I think he's got plenty of that.
Everyone in there has which is exciting, and I love that because it just means everyone.
Oh, hang on. Did you see Tony's ladder match against Adam Bolt?
Shut the front door.
That was match of the year. One of my, because I have a very long list from last year of matches of the year. There's about 15 on there, but it's on there about number 6.
Truly.
Nick, I have my own wrestling promotions. I work commentary for other wrestling promotions.
You do? Yeah, you're the voice.
I went to True Grit as a fan, and I will put Tony Wright versus Adam Bolt as match of the fucking year last year.
It was insane.
It was that good. I'm sorry to all the matches I booked that you couldn't have been as good as that match. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I'm calling that one. My bad. I should have booked Tony Wright versus Adam Bolt in a fucking ladder match.
See?
Why didn't I do that?
You missed it.
I don't know.
The trick. Boy, it was stunning.
Maybe Infamous needs a cage match, dude.
There you go. Where can you get a cage from?
Say again.
Please.
But that's all. This is all coming up. This is Easter weekend, isn't it?
And this is the first show as well. There's more to come.
There's more to come after
and stuff like that. You go from there.
We'll hopefully be confirming a few more dates the closer we get to April. we want to obviously, we don't want to put the cart before the horse.
No, not at all.
Let's get this show out, not out the way, but let's get to April. Let's get Easter weekend done and dusted, and then obviously we'll continue rolling on, because again, the more I talk to Steve, the more this. Every time I speak to him, it's confirmed for me again that this isn't a one-off. This isn't I'm just going to see how it goes. He's ready. He's back.
Okay.
He's like, let's go. Let's do this. Let's pick up where we left off. Let's take the reins and let's just run with it. And it's good. It's good. It's nice. It's refreshing.
Well, I definitely can't, I know we can't wait to see everything that comes from this. If you want one last time, just give us the deets on that, DJ, and we'll take this one home.
Easter Sunday, April 5th at the Frith Beach Arena, Saxon Wrestling Promotions, our debut show in the Frith Beach. We've got the Frith Beach Cup tournament, 8-man tournament, going to be incredible. We've just talked about it. Lots and lots of boss wrestlers in that one.
Yeah.
And then we've got what can only be described as literally a tag team dream match.
Yeah.
We've got the two. We've got the YOLO squad, reuniting YOLO squad against the Young and Hungry Act. It's just really good. Just some good wrestling.
And where can we get tickets?
Where can you get tickets? You can get tickets from Eventbrite. You just go online, boom, 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 Saxon Wrestling Promotions. It'll pop right up. Yeah. And if you manage to see one of our wonderful, fantastic, lovely posters, shout out to Elliot.
Oh, yeah. We love Elliot in this house.
If you check that out as well, there is also a QR code on there that will take you straight to the link for the tickets. So, it's easy. Tickets are available now. You can buy them in advance.
Yeah.
Be ready. Make sure you've got them.
We'll pop the link in the description below as well. Get yourself some tickets and get yourself to some fun Easter wrestling. It's what Jesus would want.
It's absolutely what he wants.
You know?
There is a missing page in the Bible that is literally just about Jesus giving people German suplexes.
Exactly. See? Exactly.
Punches Pilate by the waist and just pure bridge just takes him over. Hilarious and sees them. He's like, not having it, mate. He's like, nah.
If only. Things would have been different.
His hesitation went on for ages. It's floating.
I love the idea of DJ King just being like, someone going, what would Jesus do? And DJ just goes, suplex.
Thank you so much, DJ, for coming and talking to us about Saxon and everything else in between. And hopefully we will see you again soon. We know we're going to hear you. We usually hear you on TNT over on Triller, or we could catch you at Infamous when the next one pops up. So until then, is there anything else that you want to promote or tell us about before we wrap up?
Catch me on TNT on Triller.
Yup.
Follow Infamous on all the social medias. Follow Saxon Wrestling on all the social medias for all the updates, because we will have more match announcements coming soon. Yeah, exciting. Fuck Ice. Fuck Ice. Fuck Ice. Just in general. Yeah. That's it, really. That's it. Nice. Thank you so much, DJ King.
Audience, please. Come on. Come on.
We'll insert one. That's what Eddin's for.
Let the man go. Let the man out.